I'm Jeff Barr. Today I'm speaking with John Brigden, General Manager of AWS Managed Services. Welcome.
It's great to be here, Jeff.
So give me an idea, what is AWS Managed Services all about?
Great. AWS Managed Services is really about helping our customers run their production applications on AWS so they can focus on the applications and we focus on running the underlying resources for them.
And why did we decide to build this?
Well, we decided to build it 3 years ago, and we decided to build it because we know that there are many customers out there that have a real need for additional help when they're moving their production applications to the cloud. They need help in terms of helping them enable best practice and provision and configure compliant and secure landing environments in the cloud. And then we like to help them operate those so they can focus on modernizing their applications and running their applications while we take on the important but undifferentiated operational burden and tasks, including security, change, patching, backup, continuity, incident, problem.
Okay, so what kinds of challenges does AWS Managed Services solve for our customers then?
So AWS Managed Services solves many problems for our customers. Most importantly, while they're operating their applications in production on the cloud, we provide all sorts of infrastructure management functionality for them. Things like continuity management, optimization, security management, change management, all the sorts of things that you normally associate with infrastructure operations. We can do that for them in a highly automated way. And this gives them the confidence that they can operate their applications once they've moved them to the cloud in production, while they then focus their resources on differentiating their applications.
I think what you just said about a highly automated way to me is really important, because one could interpret the name to mean that we will send an army's worth of AWS personnel over to the customer to help. That doesn't sound like that's actually the case.
That's right. In fact, it's our customers are really surprised and impressed when they're able to take a existing application, then move it and operate it to the cloud, and then within 90 days are already operating at 90+% fully automated for all changes and provisioning that they make into that environment. It really gives them the confidence that they're secure, available, and efficient.
What kind of customers typically find this the most valuable? Is this only for brand new to AWS, or will experienced AWS customers also get some value here?
Experienced AWS customers will also get some value, but it's most useful for customers that have existing applications and are really interested in modernizing those applications and want to get them to the cloud quickly. And then they want to operate them securely and efficiently in the cloud while they then modernize. So they leverage our tooling, our automation, our API, and our capabilities, and our team of resources to focus on operational tasks. It allows them to focus on differentiating and modernizing their applications.
All right, so let's dig in a little bit on modernizing, because you've mentioned that quite a few times. What that can probably be totally different for every application, but what are some common ways that comes into play?
Well, it's simple things. It starts first simply by operating their existing application by leveraging auto-scaling groups and capabilities the cloud already provides. It's simple driving automations, enabling them to do DR capabilities in a much more streamlined, faster way. It enables them to turn resources on and off very rapidly. And those sorts of controls and capabilities that get delivered in an automated and API way empowers them to start to take control of their environment and their application. And then they start to move into more of a modernization microservice stage where they start to break down these applications into components, into microservices. And then they can then take advantage of cloud native services to start to give them a more resilient and a more efficient way to deliver those components to that overall application. Over time, they may be moving that application to a container environment. They may be just refactoring it using other cloud native instance-based capabilities, but they might take a variety of different actions. But it all results in greater agility, greater security, and greater efficiency. And again, it allows them to start to drive the business value in the application itself.
Okay, so kind of thinking about this, we start with a a static application in a static environment, and then step by step it goes to a more dynamic application in a dynamic environment, and also monolith into nicely factored pieces. Is that reasonable high level?
Yeah, that's really high level, because most businesses today have a large number of existing applications, and refactoring them all at once could take a long time. And also refactoring them on premise in their legacy mode, where they may have skill challenges, be developing more skills. They may have legacy debt and processes. So by helping them get it to the cloud, and then using the cloud as the mechanism to help them modernize it, allows them to go a lot faster and reduce the risk while they're modernizing their application. They're also keeping it in production.
All right. So as they're doing this, what kind of benefits do they realize?
Yeah, so our customers will realize many benefits as once they move their application to the cloud in production and then modernize. Some of the biggest benefits we see is they're able to operate their existing applications much more efficiently than in their existing environment. So by deploying automation capabilities and auto scaling capabilities, they're able to drive efficiency and reliability up. And then as they modernize their application, they're able to add additional layers and protections around security and additional agility they get from taking advantage of some of the cloud native capabilities.
What are our expectations for the basic skill set that the customer should already have before they're ready to be a candidate for this?
Well, pretty much any customer can be a candidate to take advantage of AWS Managed Services. I think the customers that are trying to move out of a data center and go all in on AWS will get the most value from our service, because they generally have the most to do, in a sense they're moving lots of applications into the cloud, and they're going to start to transform the way they operate and the outcomes they get by leveraging the cloud. We can take on a lot of that critical but undifferentiated operational burden by operating those production applications and freeing up their resources to focus on the modernization, but also it allows them to focus on improving the security and the agility as well. We'll handle their incidents and events. We'll handle their continuity management. We'll handle their security management. We'll even help them optimize their infrastructure resources in the cloud while they run. And a lot of times we can actually help them come up with savings that they can reinvest in the business and drive innovation.
All right. A phrase I hear a lot from customers is digital transformation. How does AWS Managed Services help with that?
Yeah, digital transformation is really at the heart of a lot of our companies that are moving to the cloud. And what they're trying to do with digital transformation, most companies are trying to achieve, really affect their business in meaningful ways, change the way they do business, change the way they communicate or reach their customers. And they really need to stay focused on their applications that are driving that that are behind that transformation. And so by helping them accelerate their migration to the cloud, helping them operate these applications once in the cloud, again, it allows them to stay focused on that transformation and what really matters. It also helps them retain and develop skill sets. I mean, attracting and retaining the right talent is a precious resource today. And you really want to ask those skills, those people, to focus on the differentiated aspects of their applications. Having them do some of the operational burden that we take on is not something that the latest developer will.
It's not thrilling anymore.
It's not thrilling. So we can help them. We can really take on the undifferentiated aspects of the work they need to do while they're in production in the cloud, and really focus their skills and talent on the differentiation of their applications behind their transformation. In addition, we can help them, like I said, move out of these legacy environments and move into production in the cloud rapidly, and thereby cutting their costs and their legacy expense model, and then operating their footprint fully in the cloud, which can drive itself a tremendous amount of savings that they can invest back in their transformation efforts.
Creating one of the famous Amazon virtuous cycles.
Transformation flywheel, that's what we
Transformation flywheel. Wow, and I didn't think we'd have too many buzzwords today. How do people get started?
Well, people get started, obviously you can go to the console today and find our service and get it using. You can talk to your account manager, you can talk to a partner, all of whom know AMS. But it's really quite easy to get started. We have several assessments that you can do online, and you'll fill out a form, and we'll come back and show you a plan to get started. We have a proposal called a 50 and 50, Jeff, which helps customers move 50 applications from their current environment into the cloud and move it into production in 50 days. And that's a transformative.
That sounds really aggressive.
Experience. It's very aggressive. And we've been doing it with a lot of customers. Just at reInvent, we announced, we had on stage National Australia Bank, we had Sallie Mae, we had Thomson Reuters. All of these large customers have used that formula for them, and they've moved tremendous amount of their applications to the cloud and are transforming their business.
So we use that quick start to get the flywheel spinning quickly and help them get the entire application portfolio moved over.
That's right. It's a great way. A 50 and 50 is a great way to have the end-to-end experience to get that flywheel going. And once that flywheel goes around once, you've now created a landing zone, you've created migration patterns, you've created automations on how to operate successfully in production, you've satisfied your security protocols. You actually know how to move an application now from one environment and then operate it in production in another. And then it's simply following that formula again and again and again and picking up momentum.
I suppose this also addresses any of the cloud skeptics in these organizations that it simply can't be done, or it's going to take years, or whatever objection they might want to raise.
That's a great question. There are always skeptics, naysayers involved in all of these projects. And that's one of the biggest values I think we can help them with, which is, these are Amazon badged employees. These are skilled engineers that if they have a problem, we'll be there to help them handle the incident or the issue or the matter. It gives them the confidence and it builds that momentum that they can then start doing it themselves and go faster and faster.
Sure. Any other things we should cover that we haven't talked about so far?
Well, I guess the last thing to cover with AWS Managed Services is simply the confidence and security that we help our customers build as they start to work in the cloud. We've now been doing this for 3 years, and we have a number of customers that have moved their entire application environment into the cloud and are successfully in production. Now are spending 100% of their time modernizing, taking advantage of AI, ML capabilities, and really transforming their business and seeing the results.
I'd imagine that also helps with staff retention. Once you can tell your people, stop with all the undifferentiated heavy lifting and get to do all this really cool space age stuff instead.
It absolutely is. Our customers tell us that staffing is their biggest challenge today. And if they ask them to do a lot of things we're going to do, it's a demotivator for them. So empowering them to focus on the really cool stuff while we take on the critical but undifferentiated aspects of their business is a real plus for them.
Sure. John, this has been awesome. Really enjoyed speaking with you today, and thanks for sharing all this great information with us.
Great, Jeff. Happy to be here.
Thank you.